Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Tuesday from Naples Park up in North Naples, Florida. I just wanted to come on here and give everybody a chance to get together and say good morning to each other. It's been raining on and off here, so I didn't go to the beach to do my normal morning beach walk. We're still seeing the very extreme outer feeder bands of Debbie. I call her Dirty Debbie. You can see the driveways are still wet here. Like I said, just stopped raining a few minutes ago, and I think we're in the clear for a little while. Supposed to have some heavy thunderstorms a bit later, but we do have some blue sky. Beautiful blue sky right there. Still breezy too. I'm sure the surf is really kicking up at the beach. Hit that share button. Let our friends know I'm out here. Still kind of quiet here in the park, as we call it. A lot of construction going on here in Naples Park. Very, very close to the beach here. As most of you know, I walk to the beach in the morning. I walk down to Vanderbilt Beach. It's about a mile walk from my house to Vanderbilt Beach. It's actually over, I would go this way to my left. I'd go down to the end of this road and I'd make a right and I'd go to Vanderbilt Beach Drive, and I'd make a left and go to Vanderbilt Beach Road, and then make a right and walk to Vanderbilt Beach. So I was saying, a lot of construction going on in Naples Park. Normally what they do is tear down the older homes that were built in the early 70s. There was one here several years ago, and it's very odd that there's still an empty lot here. This has been sitting empty like this, cleared off for several years now, which is very strange. Normally they just bulldoze the houses down and poof, a new one goes up. And the new ones, I'll show you what the new ones are starting to look like. This one isn't too old here on the corner. Big difference. They put up nice big houses here. They shove as much house as they can onto the lots here. Get around. Get on the other side of the road. No cars coming. You got to be careful walking around here. People drive like lunatics through here. The speed limit's 25 when you come into Naples Park. But see, they build big homes like that. That sky gorgeous in between the rain. Something else that's going on. I'm going to show you another type of home that's becoming popular here in Naples Park in a little bit, but I want to show you something else that's going on. You see the sign on right there. They have been putting in new sewer and water lines here in all of Naples Park. Naples Park is roughly, I'd say, about a 2 square mile area. There's about 3,000 homes in here, single family, multifamily. This is 6th Street that I'm walking on, walking north. We have streets and avenues. The avenues run east-west. Up to the north is Immokalee Road, Bluebill Avenue, 111th. It has 3 different names. It's actually 111th at the north end of the park. Everybody knows where Immokalee Road is. 111th. And down to the south is 91st Avenue North, which is where the Mercato is on the other side of 41. See, here's another one of these big new homes. This one isn't too old. But they just shove as much house as they can on these lots. It's still a nice neighborhood to walk. But there is a lot of construction traffic. You got to be real careful. A lot of folks on these, well, sorry, I call them these damn electric bikes. I don't know. I just am against them being on the sidewalks. I don't care if they stay on the street, but I'd rather they stay off the sidewalk. See, here's a new home being built. This is taking them a while to build this one. This is under construction still right here. They've been working on this for years. Great business here in Southwest Florida. The lawn maintenance business. Holy cow. You see these long guys parked everywhere. Very easy to find an address here in Naples Park. It's old school. Everything just big rectangular blocks, and everything's numbered, no names. If you can count, you can find an address here in Naples Park. We do have low-lying areas here in the park. There was quite a few streets that were flooded, people's yards flooded. On Sunday, when we were getting the worst of then Tropical Storm Debbie. If you go through my post, you can see some video that I shared of some of the street flooding over on Gulf Shore Drive, one of the homes here, how it flooded in Naples Park. There it happens. We still have these low-lying areas. If you're looking for property here, be sure to ask your realtor if there is any flooding, if there has ever been any flooding at the address you're looking at. Very, very important. So right up here, we're coming up to 98th Avenue North. They're putting in new sewer and water lines on 98th and 99th right now. What they're doing is they're redoing the entire Naples Park. I believe it was a 20-year project. They might be halfway through it. But these streets, I mean, they're literally, they just take the entire avenues out. And it's nice when they're all done. You got brand new paving. They used to give you brand new mailboxes. I don't know if they're still doing that. But it's a mess getting up and down those streets if you live on them, as you can imagine, all torn up. Nothing but mud now. They do run the water trucks up and down every day trying to keep the dust down, but for the past 3 days, there's no need for that. So this will be going on 2 blocks at a time for years to come. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. There was the old sewer lines were ceramic. I don't know if the water lines were ceramic too, and they're starting to crumble. You know, tree roots busting them and things like that. I'll tell you what, when they've already done our avenue, but when they bring that vibrating roller that's compacting the base layer that they put down, oh my God, the entire house shakes. They actually tell you to, if you have any expensive china in your china cabinets, take your paintings off the wall, your house vibrates big time. Dump trucks bringing in a load here. So I'm going to go back the other way. I got another home that I want to show you, one of the newer homes, a newer style that they're building here. So right now, again, they're working on 98th and 99th Avenue North. 2 blocks at a time until all of Naples Park has new water and sewer lines. I still got a couple more things I want to show you if you've been following along with me when I periodically share my neighborhood with you. By the way, if you're looking for property here in Naples, check out my friend Astrid, A-S-T-R-I-D, Astrid Lorenz, L-O-R-E-N-Z, L-O-R-E-N-Z. You can find her easily on Facebook. She will help you out. She'll take really good care of you. She's a great person. She's put several, well, more than several, quite a few of our beach family friends into places here in Naples. Highly recommend Astrid. Not only is she a great realtor, she's a great friend as well. Just one of those people with a big heart. And she's from Germany, so if you're in Germany watching this and you're looking for property in Naples, Astrid is the person you need to call. She speaks your language. Again, they're finally finishing this house up. It's been under construction for years. There are still quite a few older properties here for sale. This is a big, big area for rentals and Airbnbs, Verbos, you know, vacation rentals. Hit that share button. Hey, I'm out here working for stars. I'm trying to earn my stars for the day. As you know, I don't get paid to do any of this. I love going to the beach, but I do love giving everybody a chance to get together, and I try to find something interesting to do. And we're just having periodic rain still from, believe it or not, from Debbie. The very outer feeder bands, we're still stuck in them. I shared a little radar, our future radar of that today. You can see how much territory that storm encompasses. Sun, look at that. There's some sun hitting the buildings now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Beautiful when that sun comes out, pops the colors out here. Just brightens things up. I love living here. I mean, with Mercato, we've got shopping all around here. We've got great restaurants all around. Of course, you know me. Two of my favorite places here, one in easy walking distance for me, up on 101st Avenue North in Naples Park, the world famous North Naples Country Club. If you haven't been there, you just got to put it on your bucket list. You know, it might not be for everybody, but you don't know unless you give it a whirl. The building has been there since the mid-30s. It was originally built as the mid-1930s, in case you're watching this in 6 years from now. In the mid-1930s. It was originally called the Tamiami Smokehouse. They actually had a smokehouse out there. There's remnants of its foundation still in the parking lot. It's changed names several times. It's been the North Naples Country Club since 1995. Check it out. You'll always see me sharing posts about the North Naples Country Club. You'll probably see one later today for Taco Tuesday. They got awesome live music on Wednesday nights. They have an open jam session. Awesome musicians come in from all over town to the North Naples Country Club. They got weekly food specials. Today's tacos. Tomorrow, St. Louis ribs. They're known for their Friday night all-you-can-eat fish fry. All you can eat. You can get it blackened, fried, or even grilled. You don't have to have it fried. Of course, the other place that I love going to is the Naples House of Omelets. You know me in that place. You do not walk out of that place hungry or unhappy. Another fun little bar is Irish Times in the Pavilion. You can walk there from here if you wanted. The best, you know what? I'll tell you what. One of the best ways to get around Naples Park if you're here vacationing. It's like I said, a very popular place to stay while you're visiting. Naples Park and Beach Shuttle. My friend Cristine at Naples Park and Beach Shuttle. Look for her on Facebook. She's got 2 really nice golf carts. She calls them her green machines. They're like John Deere green. You can't miss them. It's free transportation in this local vicinity in that big 2-mile square. She'll take you to Vanderbilt Beach, Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park. If you want to go have some cocktails at the North Naples Country Club or Irish Times, call Cristine for a ride. She works for tips only, so don't be a cheapskate when you call her. You see, you can easily spot the newer homes in amongst the older homes. But I want to show you something. One of the new styles of homes going in here. Boy, that sun feels great. I didn't think I was going to get any sun on me. But you can see the rain is moving in on me again. The clouds moving in from the Gulf. Again, these are the extreme outer feeder bands of Debbie. Check out that radar that I posted a little earlier this morning. Still empty lots here in the park. This guy's holding out. He's got one on each side of his house. He's got this one, and then there's one behind me. He is holding out. Property's pretty expensive now. Used to be able to, back in the early 80s, could pick up a house and for $75,000, $76,000 here in Naples Park. That home today would be worth probably $700,000, $800,000. This is what I wanted to show you here. They're building, this is a kind of a new thing going on here. They're buying any time they can get lots, 2 lots next to each other, they put in these big duplexes. You probably don't want to call them duplexes. They want to probably call it a villa or something, but I call it a duplex. So that's what I wanted to show you. And then further down the street we have the old school kind of duplexes. Boy, it's really breezy out here. Almost 2 years ago today, where I'm walking, these mailboxes were underwater. This was all flooded. My house, just about a block from here, behind me, no problems. We might have had about an inch of water on the street, and that was it. Down here, everybody got water in their houses. It's crazy. And then in parts of our neighborhood down on 91st, 4 blocks south of where I'm walking, at the intersection of Vanderbilt Drive, which is just ahead of me in 91st, the water was up over the stop sign. Crazy, man. Our little bit of street flooding and everything we had from Debbie was nothing compared to Ian. We were spared, big time spared. That rain is headed my way. All right, I'm going to turn back around. I want to show you one last thing here. It's a great little morning for a walk. I might just keep walking. I do want to show you one more thing. See, these are the older duplexes. These were flooded out big time here. They're for sale, but they flooded out huge. They're actually in they're lower, they're maybe even with street level. But they got hit really hard. So beware. Buyer beware. Make sure you check your elevations and ask them if there was ever any flood damage if you buy a home in Naples Park. I mean, they're great investment properties, these duplexes. Whew! You can rent each side of that out for a couple $1,000s or more a month. You probably get $2,500 a month for each side of one of those. Even more if you Airbnb it. Not that I want to see more Airbnbs. I really don't like it. I hate not knowing your neighbors. Our neighbors change every couple weeks. I don't like that. That's the one thing I really don't like about Naples Park. But it is what it is. Naples Park used to be a really close-knit community. There's still some old-timers here. I've lived here in the park since 1990. I lived on Marco Island from 1980 to 1990. And when I met Gail, we were looking for a place to live, and she's like, let's live in Naples Park. She wanted her daughter to go to school at Naples Park Elementary. I'm like, well, where the heck is Naples Park? I never heard of it. And lo and behold, here we are. We've been here ever since. See, that's one of those newer duplexes, villas. I don't know what multi-family homes, a multi-family home. There's several of those at Naples Park for lease. My flip-flops are soaking wet still from Sunday tropical storm Debbie walking. I was in pretty deep water on Gulf Shore Drive there on Vanderbilt Beach. Go back and check out some of my videos. Check out my beach walk that I did Sunday afternoon during high tide. I walked from Vanderbilt Beach Park down the south end of Vanderbilt Beach up towards the Floridian. Kind of interesting. Like I said earlier, dodged another bullet. Delnor Wiggins, not so lucky. Delnor Wiggins past State Park. Looks like their parking lots are full of sand again and standing water, so they're going to have to be cleaning that up. I'm assuming they're closed. This is one of the older homes. That's what, even back in the 90s, you could have picked something up like that for $80,000. Now, this is the 600 block, so it's closest. This is the closest block to the beach. All the 600 blocks in Naples Park. That probably 800, 900,000, maybe even more. A lot of folks go for $1 million. Crazy, isn't it? It is correcting itself. The real estate market is correcting itself. Prices are starting to hold or go down. I think the most expensive home here in the park was $5.3 million. Now it's down to, I think it's down to $4.5 million, somewhere in there between 4.5, 4.8. It's not even on the water. It's actually on the corner of 107th Avenue North and Vanderbilt Beach Drive. You can look out your top story window and maybe see one of the canals in the Connors area for that much money. Insane, isn't it? Look how green that lawn is. Thanks to all that rain we've been having. Beautiful. Hey, send some stars if you're enjoying our little walk through Naples Park. I do depend on your support to make ends meet. Tips are always appreciated. Normally you'll find me at the beach. I love my beach. I love sharing our beach with you. But again, I do depend on your support to make my life work. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you appreciate my efforts. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Facebook stars, I get a penny for each star that you send. Every once in a while I'll do something a little different than walk at the beach, like this. Maybe consider subscribing to my Southwest Florida Television Facebook page. Oops, got my finger caught in the mic cable. That would be awesome. Waiting for some traffic to go by here. I wanted to show you, I don't know, 3 months ago maybe, one of our neighbors a couple doors down from us, 4 months, well, it's probably coming up on 5 months, passed away. And I'm guessing within 6 weeks. This house was sold. Maybe it hadn't even been that long. They sold his house. And it was one of those older homes. I did show it to you. And one of my little morning walks around the hood. But shortly after selling it, they tore it down. Sad when I see these older homes getting torn down. You know, I'm just thinking, you know, it's somebody's dream. That was somebody's dream, living the good life here in Naples, Florida. They made a lot of awesome memories in that place, and boom. One day the place is leveled to the ground. Within 3-4 days, there's no signs of it. They've got it all hauled away. But now, I'm going to say 3 weeks now, it's been being under construction, the new house they're putting up. So I got to go back and really figure out the timeline. It hasn't been long. Since the time they knocked it down, it was, I don't even think it was a week before they came in and started construction on a new home. They just got the plywood on the roof Saturday. The day before we got pummeled by Tropical Storm Debbie, they just got the plywood on the roof, so that was good timing. They set the trusses on Friday, got the plywood on Saturday, and then we got tons of rain. Or, yeah, put the plywood on Saturday, and we got tons of rain on Sunday. I'm looking where I'm walking here. I'm not watching what I'm filming, sorry. But yeah, there's the rain. Look at that. There's another band headed right towards me. I don't know if that's a spec house. Call our friend Astrid Lorenz, our realtor, if you're interested in property in Naples Park. She'll give you a good tour. Oh, hush up. So we rent here in the park. We used to own a house here. We rent now. We rent a small, when I say small, I mean small, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And it's like $2,400 a month. And the average price for that is about $3,000 a month now. So we got a pretty good deal, but it's still expensive for our incomes. It's crazy. But I love living here. I love being able to walk to the beach. It's starting to drizzle. Starting to drizzle. Perfect timing. I showed you the few homes that I wanted you to see. It's like a little real estate tour, right? Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for being a friend. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. I think the weather is going to be halfway decent tomorrow morning. So far, only a 20% chance of rain in the morning. So hopefully I'll be at the beach. And if I am, then my first live feed will be starting around between 6:30 and 6:45. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. God bless America. See you on the beach. Tally ho. Tally ho.